I was down in Louisiana visiting my Aunt Shirley, bless her heart. She keeps a mannequin head in her kitchen named Chad and dresses him up for holidays, and she swears he talks back to her, says he gives her financial advice, which, considering her track record, is probably just telling her to buy lottery tickets and yell at squirrels. But anyway, gotta talking about the DMV. Yeah, the Department of Motor Vehicles, that soul-sucking vortex where hope goes to die slower than a catfish in a drought, and it reminded me of this time I had to renew my license in Austin, Texas. See, I tried to be slick, went to the secret DMV near the Capitol thinking I was all insider. Turns out it was only a secret if you don't have Google and are afraid of crowds. Place was filled with more Asians than a K-pop concert, and I'm sitting there, sweating like a sinner in church, thinking, Lord, why me? And the lady at the desk, she's got the personality of a damp dishcloth, mumbling so low I thought she was summoning demons, and then she hits me with the attitude like, so, what do you do, son? And I, like a dang fool, tell her I'm a comedian, and she squints. Never heard of you, and I felt my ego shrivel up like a prune in the Sahara. Then she pulls out a minion doll from under the desk and says, you want a license? Prove it. And suddenly I am facing the most important exam of my life, making a lady with a minion laugh. So I launch into my best bit, the one about my grandpa mistaking a possum for a toupee. And she doesn't even crack a smile, just stares at me like I'm roadkill. And after 3 hours, a past eye exam, and an existential crisis involving the purpose of humor, I finally got my license. Felt like I'd wrestled a gator and won. That whole experience got me thinking people are so quick to judge, to size you up based on what they see on the surface, like that lady at the D, or these folks at this wedding I went to where I took a mushroom chocolate bar that hit harder than a Mike Tyson uppercut, and suddenly the whole room started vibrating like a hummingbird's wing, and I'm talking to the groom, who has the death stare of a grizzly bear, and a couple folks came up to me like, yo, is that pussy Theo Vaughn with the stash? You think it looks good or something? Like some dude just trying to push my buttons. But then I looked up at the moon, this big orange orb hanging over the ocean like God's personal nightlight, and realized that maybe, just maybe, we're all just trying to figure out this crazy mixed-up world. Whether we're a DMV employee with a minion obsession, a mushroom-tripping comedian at a wedding, or someone trying to make it through the night without getting eaten by a dog robot in our bed. You see, maybe that lady at the DMV was secretly training Chad to start his financial portfolio. See, it is nice to know those boys just love tits and John Cena, but you never said anything bad about the Special Olympics. It got me thinking about my uncle who sneaks in grilled cheese sandwiches because he thinks the restaurant won't have one. We are all just going through the motions, and the best we can do is just try to be good. And if we can't be good, be careful. My initial thought was Jerry was crazy when you put him in the JFK hair. Wow, he really looks like JFK. It was amazing. Are you making any progress? Progress? Show him. Stan. Okay. It's not to scale, but astonishing. What are you guys, 5 years old? Little John draws better than that. And I think there's something wrong with him. Well, I mean, I thought if you were making an entire movie about the history of the Pop-Tart that it was going to be a little lighthearted. I made it perfectly clear in my inaugural address. You did? Great speech. Ask. It's so absurd that they would come to the president or even get the meeting to talk to him about it, especially with the Cuban Missile Crisis and all this stuff. And then trying to drag him into Vietnam. All the stuff that he was dealing with that they would get there. I can't believe I'm in a scene with Jerry Seinfeld. This is like the greatest ever. I also love all the period correct wardrobe here. I love the way Jim looks. I love his glasses, and Melissa McCarthy is, the way they got her hair is amazing. May I keep this? Ask not right. Started in 90. I thought he started in 91, but like Dame was more my generation. And who else was up there? Like Jim Letta, Todd Parker, Robbie Prince, all of that. So like, all of that crew. And then after that, I came up with like Bobby Dane, Patrice, Gary Goldman came like right after that. Orny and no, there's a great, that's a crazy class. Yeah, it was great. And then when we then like, and then Jersey had like Florentine and Norton and all that. And then we all just sort of came into New York at the same time. And yeah, and then all of that shit happened. Yeah, the Patrice doc has little snippets. Thank God somebody was rolling a camera back then. There's a scene where you guys are all hanging on the sidewalk. And then Rich Voss walks up, goes, what is this? A couple of middles, zero laugh, a pause. And then everybody laughed at him. That bombed. And I was like, oh, that's such a great Will moment. I don't feel like we have any more brutal. Tito was so stupid. When I look back now, I mean, it's funny, but it was so stupid. We didn't write one script, one sketch. All we did was try to destroy each other's confidence. It was just such like, yeah, it was like a bunch of abused, like rescue dogs all put in the same with like one pork chop there. It was just, Yeah, dude, I used to have anxiety going on in the cellar, and I was just thinking of everybody. I would think like three insults forever just to kind of get. It's like, okay, if it comes at me, I'm gonna get it off me, and I'll send it this way. And but what if Bobby's not there? Bobby's not there. I can't use that, And you couldn't look at the lineup, right? You can. So you had no idea it was gonna be down there. And then the words when you say one, and they're like, you prepared that. I thought I was gonna be smarter. We missed that. We really missed out on that. Like I guess when I first got in, yeah, I remember Colin Quinn and Keith like beating up on me when I was like brand new. And I was like, this is amazing. This is just, so but yeah, my first and somehow it became like toxic. I know this is bad. And then like you go in there now and it's just like I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna romanticize like it was all because I was comics going to me like, why do you sit down there? Just go down and do your spot. And like, and if I was a healthier person, I would have been like, this isn't working for me. I'm not enjoying this. Like, I'd like to come down here and feel good about myself, not feel worse. Oh my God, the amount of shirts I could never wear again. It was just like, I remember one time, I think it was Keith. Keith was getting so trash for what he had on. He just stood up in the middle of the pounding and just ran out. And I remember you can't fucking, you can do that. I didn't know you could leave. I thought you just sit here until it was over. Damn. I saw Ted do that once. He sat down. Everybody made fun of his sweater, and he just got up and sat at the booth and had dinner. I was like, damn, that guy says yes. He's like, this is not working for me, and I'm leaving this. He broke up with us, right? Got out of the relationship. Remember when I auditioned at the Cellar? The second I sat down, I didn't know these guys. And Keith goes, look at him. Look how scared he is. And I was like, holy shit. Everyone's laughing at me. I'm like, this is my audition. This is crazy. And he was right. I was terrified. Keith was really mean, so funny, but he was good at it. I know I'm fucking around. He really was good at it. I mean, he really made me laugh. Oh, yeah. He just enjoyed crushing you. Yeah. I've said this before, but my first night there, my first real paid spot, he was hosting and he brought me up and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. And I was in the wings like, oh shit, here we go. And he goes, Jerry Seinfeld. The crowd goes ape shit. He goes, I'm kidding. It's some guy. Good times. I went up one time down there and it was just this night. Everybody showed up. It was like Jerry Seinfeld, Ray Romano, Chris Rock, and then Dave Chappelle. And I just kept getting bumped. And then it was like me and the crowd was so spoiled. By the time they were doing the intro, people were just looking past me going like, who is it? Is Eddie Murphy coming out? All right. Please welcome Bill Burr. I do feel like if you go after them and you try really hard, I think they like it. So it depends. No, you just address it. You just address the disappointment. I just went on stage. I'm like, that's right, motherfuckers, what you paid for. Welcome back to reality. Yeah, I remember, I think it was Rock, Chappelle, and then me and I, and once they're done going, like, that's their bathroom break. They just saw a show, then once they sit back down, it's house money. Like, this is their vacation. Yeah, they're okay with it. Yeah, that's true. I took a girl on a date once to the Cellar, and it was one of those nights where all these people, Jon Stewart pops in, Trevor. No, all these people did, and it was her first time there, and she thought that's how it was, and then I brought her again, and she was like, oh, this was brutal. Just like you and some other guy was. Yeah, that's not. If the first time you go down there, like, that happens, like, yeah, I just want people in the crowd. By the time they brought the third one up, I remember Godfrey was hosting, and he was just like, all right, we got a special guest. You might recognize this guy from Everybody Loves Raymond. Please welcome Ray Romano. And the next one's like, okay, this next guy you might recognize from the Seinfeld show. Please welcome Jerry Seinfeld. This next guy you might recognize from the Chris Rock show. Please welcome Chris Rock. This next guy you might recognize from the Chappelle show. Please welcome Dave Chappelle. And then it was just like, this next guy's name is Bill Burr. He's been on VH1, and it's a good time to take a... Speaking of going psycho, I saw your Netflix special, and it's hilarious. Very, very funny. What? Thank you, thank you. And it's nice of the audience to react like that, but it hasn't actually aired yet, so you're lying. You shot in Nashville. You're not from Nashville, obviously. Why did you shoot it in Nashville? Because you know something. The special I did before, I wanted to shoot in San Francisco, and all the BS didn't work out. So the last second, we had to get a theater, and I did it down in Atlanta, and, northern guy, Boston guy, going in front of this southern crowd and everything.
Like, this whole new vibe came in that I really enjoyed, where it was like, rather than, you do a special, it's like, oh, do it in your hometown. Like, everybody thinks the same way. And you kind of lose that great element of stand-up of like people not understanding necessarily your point of view.
And then you get heckled, and then you get like That whole, it feels like a live show. And how I chose Nashville was I did Vince Vaughn's Wild West, the comedy festival that they have. And they were like, oh, it's where they did the original Grand Ole Opry. You got to see this place. I just walked in. It just had that magic. And I was just like, oh, it's so funny. It's so incredible. It's very funny. And your podcast, which I love, you do it twice a week. And it's different from most podcasts in that there are no guests. You just rant and rave for a full hour.
Yeah.
Are you doing that in the house? Yeah. You should try to make sure the baby doesn't hear you doing that. Oh, yeah. Because I think it could trouble the child. Well, the reason why I don't have a guest is because, like, then it becomes a job, and then people, I can't find your house, and can we do it at Thursday and all that? Hell, I didn't get in this business to have a job. You know, I got this. I didn't want to have a job, you know, so I just go off on stuff. It started off me just doing like 5 minutes, and then people started writing in questions. Is Cat Bill excellent? I am a big fan of it. I listen to it all the time. Bill Burr. Everybody watches Special on Netflix January 31st. Walk your way out. Thanks for watching. If you like that, subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest videos. And if you didn't subscribe anyway, it's free. Who cares? You had to go out and you had to get a blow up doll and you had to fucking go out and get it. You had to fucking go out and get it, right? You couldn't just order it off of an Amazon and some delivery guy shows up. He doesn't know what's in the box. They're standing there like Tom Hanks. Hey, how you doing? It's great to see you. Fuck that. You have no idea what it is now, dude. You have to go down and you have to fucking get this thing. Yes, you're in a porno store. You have to work it out. That was far enough away from your house that no one is going to recognize your car. So you drive down like 11 in the morning. Who the fuck is going to be there then, right? You park in the back on like a Tuesday, just sitting there in the car, psyching yourself up like, okay, I'm not hurting anybody. It's just an urge. Just get in there, okay? Hand in the money. Just get in there and get it done. You yank your hat down, you walk in with all your courage, and then you get in there and be too many other perverts in there, and you get all psyched out. So what you do is you just grab a bunch of videotapes, and you walked up to the counter, and you had to make it look like it was an impulse buy, right? And you're walking up and everything. All the creepy shit was behind the counter, right? Just fucking heads and feet. Just an ass body part, go. Serial killer buffet. What fucking world am I entering? Oh my God. Somebody's fucking a neck. Jesus Christ. Right? Set it down. Just make it look real subtle. Okay, buddy? Is that going to be all? Yeah, no. Maybe that deck down the end with the surprised look on its face. Maybe I'd like to take a shot at that. I don't know. The guy wraps it up and then you finally get it. You give him the money. You fucking run out to the car. You have this whole weird emotion. You're like excited and you hated yourself. Thank God I finally did it. What the fuck is wrong with me? Just drive off. You go back to your little shitty fucking apartment and you had to blow it up quietly so none of your neighbors heard. Just like, then you got excited, start going a little faster and just watching this thing slowly come into life. Just like, right? And then you wrap those rubber legs around you and God forbid you got caught. Or roommate comes walking in, he's fucking a blow up doll. Dude, your life was over. You went like 6 minutes to get your mom on the phone. Like, Mom, I love you. And you're never going to see me again. Don't tell what people said about me. I'm so sorry. I'm going to Alaska. Oh, God clicked. That was it. You moved to Alaska.
No one ever saw you again.
And that's why this day, if you go to Alaska, there's like 8 men for every 2 women. Yeah, because that state is littered with men who got caught fucking shit. They shouldn't have been fucking. They are loved the world over because they're recognizable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third world. Okay? And you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star. And it makes you feel better. Okay? You could be a little child. A little Asian child with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie and you think, Mummy, in Philadelphia, we're filming Untouchable, okay? And I had a day off, so I decided to go to the Sixers game. James Harden is playing in the game, and the whole first quarter, he's off. And I was like, why are you off? Because you're in my city. Your beard stinks. I hate you. I was like, I hate your calves. I told him, I said, I think you got butt shots. I was saying a bunch of stuff to him and he got mad. He said, remember all this? He said, I'm about to cook you. I said, you going to cook me? Well, put me in the pot because I'm ready to be cooked. We're talking like I don't even know why he's paying me this. At some point I was like, James, this is very unprofessional on your behalf. You're not even supposed to be talking to me this much. James went on to score 55 points. And here's the bad part. They beat us by 30, and with like a minute left, he was dribbling the ball. It's staying in the half court, and he was just staring at me. He goes, "Tell your team what you did to him." And I said, "You keep your mouth shut." Besides, he of course, a national family that gets dressed up in costumes, but also, do you somehow kind of want the monarchy to survive? And is that why I like The Crown on Netflix? Because it's a throwback to a time when that I did live through, but I was a baby or I was a little kid. The Crown shows how miserable life can be as a monarch. That's true. And so in that light, I can see why Harry and Meghan left. So I guess it's not weird. As of note, I guess, but it's understandable. And there is press coverage of it. Yeah. But not as much as the presidential election or the worldwide pandemic. Yeah. I don't mind. I never mind having you out here, but in the future, if you want to talk things like this out, a phone call, maybe. Yeah. Is better. Okay. We'll see whether we can use, but, fair warning, it might be online only. Yeah, that's fine with me. I appreciate the time. I think we're short, but I do thank you, as always, for giving me this platform. And the next Royal Watch will be a little more focused. There's just a lot going on with those Windsors. Thank you, Seth. And as a student reporter once wrote about me through Thank You for the Laughs, albeit virtual ones. We'll be right back with Amy Adams and then Adams. That they were like, "Oh, his shirt's off. What a crazy guy."
Yeah, no one thinks that. Everyone thinks that's crazy.
That fat guy took his shirt off. I mean, look at you. What do you think they're thinking? I think they're just like, oh, I don't think they noticed that my shirt's off. Look at that. Look at that crease right there. It's like that D'Angelo fold. Holy shit, it's hot in here right now. Mine's just starting to warm up. You're going to fucking pass out, dude. I hate that. You're like a mile ahead of me. I know. So I'm going to see you panicking and I'm going to get worse. Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out now. Fuck. What do you think you weighed on the special, that one? Yeah. Like 250, 255 maybe? So that's me the other day. That's me last month. That's good. What do you think you weigh here? 230. I weighed 230 on PO, both my specials, 230. Yeah. Hey, man. And you're going to full 5 for your next one. Yeah. It should be fucking ripped, sure. I just want to get rid of the belly. The part where it hangs over my belt. That's kind of the best part, though. I mean, for the viewer, are you sweating in the special ghostly stories? For sure. Sure. But it's just because I'm such a passionate performer. Hey, let's watch really bad specials, okay? Oh, no one's been playing this one. Oh, it's not a nightmare. I'm really watching. You're going to have to, like, dumb down your action when you do it in Spanish and be like, that's up. Probably don't shave their... Huh? Oh, I hope so. I hope to just be able to do, like, my 202 set translated. Man, black people are loud, huh? Because they're so behind with the wokeness. They totally are. They don't give a fuck. Latino people don't give a fuck about sexism, racism, anything like that. Like, whatever you think killed 15 years ago will murder them is woke in Mexico. They don't. They don't believe in woke. Like, if you were to be like, hey, there's gender neutral bathrooms in the States, they'll be like retards. They'll just yell it like they don't give a, all right, just started getting war. Dude, you got something coming to you for real?
Yeah.
It's going to be unbearable. You're going to panic for sure, Holy. I'm so like anxious right now that I just keep scrolling. I can't pick something. You know what I mean? Try this one. Tom, do you know how funny it would be if you did a special in Spanish and dressed the part for us so that we could enjoy it? Like you just had like a leather jacket on with no road and a big fucking sombrero, smoked cigarettes and shot tequila. Dude, I should just wear like Border Patrol shit and do a show down there, like do their official uniform. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then just make a bunch of wall jokes. Be like, that's all you get, walk off. That would kill down there.
No, if you did.
If you put a wall at the front of the stage and told you jokes from behind the wall, hey, all right? Oh my God, you're just getting started. I'm just getting started. I saw 20 minutes. Hey, just remember the panic is just a feeling. It'll subside. All right, we're at Shape House. I finished early, so I'm going to go check on Bert, who I know is sweating and uncomfortable, which is, how you doing? Sweating my ass off? Yeah, right now. How much time do I have left? Shut up. She said like 35 minutes right now. This is considered cheating. I put it back in for a second and it was killing me. It's hot, isn't it? Would you do this more? No. Yeah, I'd do this in a heartbeat. Yeah, 2 bears, 1 cave. This here. All right, we just finished. What is it? Sweat Lodge, Shave House. Bert and I, we did it together.
Yeah, I sweat a lot. They said we're two like the more impressive people that have come in here. We lost, I think, 11 pounds, total of 15. That's like a workout. They say your heart rate goes through the same cardiovascular particular kind of work that it would be if you were to run like 12 miles, I think. I guess that's a half marathon, yeah. And we watched some of our superior specials so that we burned calories trying to get away from that. That was a lot of work, a lot of work. I also watched this Great Bundy movie, and I don't know, there's a bunch of cool stuff on there. I watched some of what Tom was watching, whatever special he was watching. Yeah, that one was good. That guy with his shirt off. That guy was really big, but this guy looks smaller after all that sweat. We got to do one more class before you go to Europe. Okay, we'll figure out one more class. Something different like this. I like it. We want to shape or thank the people here at Shape House. Thanks for having us. This is a lot of fun. On Ventura Boulevard over by Laurel Grove. Yeah, we're in Studio City here. Yeah, Studio City. Check it out. It's actually pretty fun. It was a lot of fun. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll keep doing more Sober October. I met Kevin on the set of the movie Death at a Funeral.
Yes, sir. Death at a funeral.
Met Kevin. I had seen him. You had a special on Showtime, and it was a bunch of young comedians, and Kevin and I think we had like a lunch break or something. And Kevin came up to me and asked for advice, and I'd seen him, and I don't know, I gave him some advice. And it's weird. He's the only guy. Kevin Hart and Aziz Ansari, only guys that ever listened to me. And he literally did exactly what the fuck I told him. I looked at him. I said, yo, man, you're really funny, but your problem is you're competing with these other comedians. They are not your peers. You're better than all of them. But you need to get out of their circle and develop your own voice. That's what I told him, right? True story. I swear to God, within 800 days, Kevin Hart was a bigger star than me. Within 800 days, he was taking parts from me. He's in a movie with The Rock. My last name's Rock. How the fuck you get the fucking part? From now on, when I see young comedians, they ask me for advice, I just say, shut the fuck up. I actually want to tell a true story about the first day that I met Kevin Hart because I think it's very telling about his personality. I'm a rapper, and I was booked to perform in Las Lazas at one of those super trashy daytime generic Las Vegas pool parties. That's where Kevin Hart decided to have his actual bachelor party. I think he just likes being around those lowest common denominator type of people that love all his movies and stuff. I think he just likes that vibe. I don't know why he was there anyways. I hadn't even met him yet. I was on stage rapping, you know, really in the zone. I heard the crowd roar. All of a sudden, I assumed it must have been because I had done something cool, but I turned right and no, it was actually because Kevin Hart jumped on stage, microphone in hand, and actually performed Perfect Me for the entire duration of the rest of the show. Which, look, I grew up in Philadelphia idolizing this man. So it was a total dream come true to have this guy materialize out of thin air and meet him right there on the stage. Very cool moment in my life. As years went by, I took a step back and really analyzed what actually occurred that day. The audacity of a man, having never met the performer, to just assume that everyone wants him to just jump on stage and interact. It's totally ridiculous way to carry yourself and live life. I don't know how he does these things or gets away with it, but he does, and it's incredible. So I wish I could be a rapper or some shit. I really do. You know why I can't be a rapper though, man? Because my voice ain't deep enough. To be a rapper, need a deep voice. That's the only way people are going to want to listen to you on a regular basis. I don't think nobody will buy my album because my voice is too small. Yeah, bitch, I'm a killer. I shoot you in your face. Everybody gonna die. Everybody gonna die tonight. Did he just say Pachero? Pacheron. I'm not buying that shit. If you sure shit just keeps you from being tough. You want to know what's really keeping me from being tough? Look at this. This is really holding me back. Look at this here. Look at this. Look at this. This is yo, lay me up, man. Because ain't nothing tough about this. It don't matter what you say. Ain't nobody going to take you serious if you swing your feet. It don't matter. Tell you, see, I will kill everybody in this tonight. Playing with y'all. Y'all think it's a game. No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the way people treat me around there. Would you talk to a guy who swung his feet if you had a club and I try to talk to you? Come here, baby. Let me holler at you for a second. You, girl. You know damn well who I'm talking to. Wait a second. Let me climb down and get my feet together.
Wait a minute now.
Rappers make me laugh, though. I swear. Rappers are funny, man. I see rappers freestyle like when they be battling each other. So you ever notice the more angry a rapper get, the higher his hands get? You ever notice that they start off so kind, like this is rappers when they freestyle. You like the dude. This is the dude when you be listening to the other guy. You ready? No, I got him. I got him, baby. Wait, this is really how they be. Look, real talk. Hey, look, though. Hey, look, though. Hey, is that a rapper? I'm really trying to be a rapper right now. Like this is a real angry rapper. Real talk. I kill niggas. I slay that. Don't love it. You want to beat me to get it? I get it back now. The dude be so confused. Oh, this nigga's crazy. He be trying to follow his hands. This thing is crazy. He's about to kill me. He's gonna cut me or something. I can't be that guy, man. There's so much stuff that I wanted to do that I'm realizing now that I can't do. Like, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an R&B singer for a long time, but I can't sing. But I can dance my ass off if anybody in here is trying to be a singer. I'm about to tell you what you need to know to make it all right. There's some more classified stuff. All you know how to do is open your hands, close them, and point. That's it. I know it sounds crazy, actually, all like what? But I'm telling you, it look good. Watch this. I'm not going to say nothing, but tell me this. Don't like I'm about to say some stuff. Shit. Keep on, sing something. What are you going to say, girl? That or the slide out? The slide out is, you ever see an old group and the old group being a thing? Like the Temptations of somebody. You never know who the lead singer is, so they slide out. They be like this. They slide out and start singing on you. That's the best shit ever. Because they be talking shit they like. These bitches don't even know what's about to hit, about to slide out. He's good. This guy's good. He's good. I get irritated very fast. Small things make me mad. This is not a joke. This is an example because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I don't like it when people eat and sweat at the same time. I don't fucking like it. I don't fucking like it. Like if somebody's eating while they eat, they're like, oh, I'll punch you on the fucking face if I'm there. I swear to God, I'll punch you on the fucking face. Slow down. Ain't nobody gonna take that food from you. Slow down. Tell you what else I don't like. Not gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I recently realized that I don't have any patience for unattractive people. There, I said it. That's how I feel. I know when you first hear it, it's a blow. It's a blow at first, so I ask that you stay with me, okay? Stay with me until the end. I feel like they're very needy. Unattractive people are very needy. They always want something. Excuse me. Where I can't. No, I don't. No. I treat them like cats. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here. You better get so much. It's too fucking much. Let me tell you where the joke came from so you don't think I'm a dick. Okay? I was at the bank, right? I get down at the bank. I'm in my car. I'm about to pull out the parking lot. You got to stop at the little parking booth, right? You got to give the guy your ticket. I go to get a guy my ticket. He slid a glass back, sticks his head out. Very unattractive man. Whatever. He sees me. When he saw me, he lost it.
Mm-hmm.
He got excited. He's like made that ugly ass face right in my fucking face. Kevin Hart is my bank. You got to be kidding me. He said, I'm not letting you out here until you tell me why you chose us. Why us? Why you bank with us? Why'd you choose us as your financial institution?
No.
I couldn't believe what the fuck I heard. I said, I don't have time for this. Press the button. Let me the fuck out of here. I don't have time. He did it again. Hey, man, you out here too? You tell me, why us? Why'd you choose us? Why'd you choose us? Kept saying us. I told you, I don't have any patience. I lost it. I snapped. I said, stop. Saying us, you don't got to do with that goddamn bank. This parking lot ain't got shit to do with that bank. Hit the button. Let me lift you up out of this is when I'm body out mad. He looked me dead in the eye. He said, I got all day, Kevin Hart all day. I realized he's not playing. He's not going to let me out. I got to answer his question. Okay, fine. You want to know why I chose this bank? Your customer service loan rates, free checking. There you go. That's why. That's why I chose yeah. Oh, this is what pissed me off. He goes, that's all you had to say with your little ugly ass. I said, what did you just say? Did you just say to me, get your ugly ass out of my life? He hit the button, had to pull off. Now I'm not ugly. You ugly fucking pissed. I stop at Chipotle 2 blocks up. It's a long line in Chipotle. Now I'm even more irritated. I'm only in this long ass line because of that unattractive ass conversation. While I'm standing in line, the woman behind me goes, oh my God, though, it's such a nice day. It's so beautiful outside. I'm about to fucking snap. I'm a loser. I'm a fucking snap. Turn around. I'm going to let this goddamn woman have it. I turn around. I see her. This is by far one of the most attractive women I've ever seen in my fucking life. She was gorgeous. Immediately, instantly, I had time. I had fucking time. I said, you know what? It is a nice day. It's so nice outside. I turned into a fucking weatherman. I said, what we need is rain. We ain't had no rain in a minute. She said, I wasn't even talking to you. Turn her back on me. What the fuck? Oh, no. That is not acceptable. Excuse me. She turned around. What? I just want I just want to know what made you choose Chipotle as your place for lunch today. See, I'm not telling you that. And I said I was an unattractive person in that conversation. Guy flipped it on me that fast. Let me tell you something, people. No matter how good you think you look, I promise you that you don't look that fucking good. I promise you something will happen in life to show you that you don't look that fucking good. My mind gave me a reality check. When he was in bed watching TV commercial, came on with a little monster from Lord of the Rings, Smeagol. I think that's his name, Smeagol. He was doing this shit out here, you know? Little monster. That's what he did. He was doing this shit. My wife said, "Oh my God, babe, you be doing that?" I said, "Bitch, what did you just say to me? What the fuck did you just say? You be doing that in the morning, bitch. I ain't not getting no shit like that." Damn my goddamn life. Call me a fucking monster to my goddamn face, Sam. I don't feel like my kid's private school respects my level of celebrity. I really don't. I mean, I swear to God, I'm not playing. I told you, I'm going to be very honest. It's my fucking household. I'm not holding back. They don't respect my level of celebrity. I'm a very humble guy. It may not seem like it after that sentence, but I am. I'm a very humble guy. What's understood doesn't need to be said. You know who I am, and I know you know who the fuck I am. Don't make me say who I am. They put me in a position to have to say who I am. I go drop my kids off at the school. Teachers come running out, surround my car, all right, we would love to talk to you for a second. The big fair is coming up. We do this fair once a year at the school. We would love it if you would be the greeter at this year's fair. I gave her a lot of time for her to say, "I'm bullshitting." She never said it. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" "No, Mr. Hart, it's our biggest fair. We would love it if you would be a greeter. We think you would make an amazing greeter at this year's fair." Now, before I go on with the rest of this joke, I want to make something perfectly clear. First things first, I have nothing against greeters, okay? I don't want to tell this joke and walk outside my house and it's a group of y'all with signs up talking about cancel Kevin Hart because he don't respect greeters. Cancel Kevin Hart because he don't respect the greeters. Greetings are amazing people. The job is actually required. I get it. I've actually been hit with some amazing greetings in my time. I went to Walmart. I got hit with a greeting. So fucking fantastic. One time, I don't even know where he came from. He just slid in my Poggi. I walked in. He's like, "Welcome to Walmart. You here to get you some stuff?" The fuck? Where did you come from, man? He's like, "You better get you some stuff. We rolling back prices." And he moonwalked. He just moonwalked out the way. I said, "What the fuck just happened? What just happened here?" I was so blown away by the greeting. Not only did I go get me some stuff, I broke my neck looking for this guy on the way out. I want him to see my stuff. "Hey, come here, man. Hey, come here. I want to show you my stuff." He came over. I opened my bag. He was like, "Ooh." He said, "Ooh, you got you some good stuff." Took out his highlighter, swiped my receipts so people knew I didn't steal. He said, "You got to make sure you come back and see me again." I said, "Are you going to be here?" He said, "If I'm not, who will?" Moonwalks out the way again. I said, "What the fuck? It's one of the best goddamn greetings I've ever seen, man. Of course I'm going to come back and see you again. I'm not shitting on greeters. I'm just saying I didn't have to go that route. I went around that to get to my success. You don't come to me and ask me to be the fucking greeter. I had a #1 movie in the box office at the time. I was on the side of fucking buses. You don't ask me to be the greeter. There's other parents that got kids that go there that are river actors and actresses that you could fucking ask Carlton from The Fresh Prince. Alfonso, that's your greeter. This right here, that's what you want at the fucking front. That's your greeter. Terry Crews, you got kids that go there. That's your greeter. Pep popping at the front. Hey, 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 hey. I think I'm a bitch. So I run back up to him. I'm like, "Yo, man, don't put your hands on my face."
You don't know me like that? As I'm talking to him like, "Oh shit, he's in a fighting stance, Kev. You about to hit you. Protect yourself."
Better yet, hit him first. I throw a punch him right in the face. Bam. Never hit nobody in the face before, so I was excited. I celebrated. I was like, "Yeah, bitch, you don't want it. Real niggas all day, be blocked all day by myself, going my way, smile on my face, in jail, one bed, one blanket. You want to go night-night? You want to go night-night?" So now he tries to tackle me. As I'm in my speech, he tackles me. I'm like, "Why would you tackle me? I'm small. I got low center of gravity. I get him off me." Start uppercutting him, whipping his ass. He realized that he's losing. He tries to call a security guard back. He's like, "Thomas, Thomas, Thomas, come help." I look over Wayne, my security guard. Wayne got a real big stomach. Wayne had Thomas on the wall. When I looked over this is exactly what I saw. Wayne was like, "What you doing? Where you going?" "No." "Shut up." "No." "What you doing? Where you gonna go?" "What you doing?" It didn't look good. I didn't know if he was helping me or helping himself. I never brought it back up. I didn't want to know. So now reality has kicked in. I'm like, oh, I'm in Dallas, Texas. If I get arrested out here, I'm not getting out of jail till like Tuesday. I'm like, yo, let's go get the car, Nate. Get the car. Let's go this. I knew Nate was OG. Nate got the car, put the car up on the curb, blocked the whole curb off, right? I've never seen Nate this hype in my life. He was hype as he's like, hey, get Cabe in the car. Hurry up, man. Hurry up. For the cops come. Somebody grab his head, puts his head down so they don't see him. When he said that, I was like, oh, Nate used to be a killer. How else would he know what to do in a situation like this? I was like, I don't even know who he is anymore. Then he snaps on me. He's like, I can't believe you, Kevin. You got a career. You doing television, you're doing movies. You're going to jeopardize that shit for a street fight. That's stupid. Let's go. Hurry up, man. Hurry up for the cops. Come on. We don't have time. Just, here's what y'all want to do, what y'all want to do. You got to get the hell out of here. We don't have this type of time. We never pulled off. We got locked up on the spot. Cleveland, I love you all. My name is Cash. Thank you, say. I know that you are a great lover of crime documentaries, crime novels, real true crime books. Yes, and you've had some interactions, some brushes with danger recently. Well, yes, I don't. You know, I don't want crime to happen to me, but and that's why I'm running for mayor. And I don't want to crime to me. I love true crime and have been a little obsessed with it. I went on a date once with a wonderful young lady who halfway through the date revealed that her dad had worked on the Joan Bennett case. And I was just like, whoa. And then I asked her 1,000 questions about Joan Bennett, and we had a second date. But I've always wanted to solve a crime. And I woke up a couple months ago. I was on a break after a lot of touring, and I went outside my house in Los Angeles in my car. Well, my car was shut. I went inside, and it had been rummaged through. Someone had been in there, and they left a hat. They left a baseball cap on the passenger side seat, so I go, aha. My car had been broken into before, so I go, this time we got a break in this. So I go inside, and I got my surgical gloves, and I come back out, and I had a Ziploc bag, and I had my surgical gloves, and I grabbed it just so, you know, not tainted, and I put it in the Ziploc bag. And then I remember that during the O.J. Beche case that Dennis Fong, you know, that guy, he ruined some of the DNA because it got too warm outside, so I put it in the refrigerator. So I take the hat and the bag, I go, I'm no Dennis Fong. I put it in the fridge, and then I called the authorities, and then I waited in front of my house. Because I was like, fellas, don't worry, it's under control. Well, you've pretty much done all the work for that. Absolutely. Yeah. I've done the sleuthing in the forensics already, and they're safely in my CRISPR drawer. So they show up, and they go, what's the situation? I go, someone broke into my car. And they said, did they break a window? And I said, no, I leave my car unlocked because people used to break in and break the window. So now I leave it unlocked. And they said, what did they take? I said, I have no idea if they took anything because I have no idea what's in my car. You know, I'll find like my wife's glasses sometimes and wear them if it's sunny. So I have it's just a scavenger hunt in there. And they said, why haven't you ever called us before? And I said, because now we have a break in the case. And I led these two LAPD officers in my house to the refrigerator. And I opened it up and I took out the hat. And I was like, he left his hat in the car. And they were like, okay. And I was like, so you can run that through CODIS? You can run that and maybe you can get a hit on who it is. They were like, why would we run it through CODIS? And I was like, because he committed a crime. They were like, one, he didn't break and enter because he left your car open. Two, he stole nothing. Maybe we have him for trespassing, but like we don't do a national DNA search. But I said, you can frame it as the guy gave you a hat. That is an interesting way to look at it. Real glass half full type guy. Me. Some guy touched my car and I'm going to nail him because of the DNA. But I said to them, this can escalate. Today it's a car, tomorrow it's an Escalade. De-escalates. And so, but I was like, Manson and I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but he was a lousy guy, right? He would creepy crawl around. That's his term, people's houses and stuff. And he was up to no good. So I said, I understand that, but what if this guy escalates? Don't you want his DNA on file? And they're like, what file? What are you talking about? And they're like, the only way we would need a DNA profile is if, and then I said, if he murders somebody. And then I remembered that sometimes serial killers like to help the police, and this whole time I've been talking about this guy in the third person. Like he's quite cunning, but he will be back. And then my friend had her car broken into down the street. And I said, you should go ask her because her car was also broken into. And they said, was anything stolen from hers? And I go, I don't know. Let me let her know that you're coming. And I said, the police are coming. Tell them that he sewed something, which I thought was a great way to get the hat again, which is nice and cool in the fridge. In the national system, it turns out that that is framing someone for a crime. Oh, but I will break rules to get these guys behind bars. If they're watching right now, they should know you're the wrong guy to mess with, because absolutely you come in my RAV4 and quickly realize I have no valuables. How dare you? And the word on the carpet. Oh, that's mine. All right. I want to say real quick, so exciting. Big Mouth is back. Yes. A fantastic show. Yes. Created by Nick Kroll and Andrew Goldberg, and it's based on their friendship, Nick and Andrew's. And I get to voice Andrew alongside my very good friend Nick Kroll, who also voices the hormone monster scene there. It's a fantastic show. I'm so excited. It's back for a second season. I'm so excited too, and it's always great to see you. Congrats on 9, Sam. Please give it up for John Mulaney. Hello. Hello. My name's John Mulaney. How are you? I'm going to do stand-up comedy now, which is like a funny speeches.
Okay, I'm good.
I spilled the free water on my pants backstage, and I was nervous to come out because I thought that you would think that I had peed in my pants, and we need to stop being worried about that as a society, because guess what? No one anywhere is peeing in their pants and then just going about their day as planned. Just like, I seem to have peed into my pants. Off to the side until completion. But I have appointments. I must soldier on. I'll sure get a lot more done now that I don't have to go to the bathroom. I see people in bathrooms, they're like under the hand dryer, like grossing their genitals enough. It doesn't even look like pee. Have you ever actually peed your pants? Of course you have. It's like an abstract painting down the inside of your thigh. It comes out the bottom of your shoe. Pee is like fire in the movie Backdraft. It goes where it wants. Also, it wasn't water. It was pee because I stopped peeing, but I didn't stop, and it kept coming out a little bit. I'm 35 now. That's young, but it's also not. My mind is in love with this Timothée Chalamet, son of a bitch. He's like 21 years old. It's a joke when she kids me about it, but it's not a joke, and I'm 6 feet tall. That's like a big deal to me. I don't know why it's a big deal to me, but I like that I'm 6 feet tall. We were coming back from dinner the other night. My wife walks past me. She goes, Timothée Chalamet, 6'1". And I just internalized it. And then the next day I looked it up online and it said he was 5'11". So I leave the garage. My office is in the garage. And I go into the home where she is. And I go into her office and I go, he's 5'11". She goes, what? I go, the boy, he's not 6. He's not 6'1". He's 5'11". What the hell are you talking about? I'm 6 foot. I'm taller than the boy. You said Timo Ptolemy was 6'1". He's 5'11". She goes, I was fucking kidding. My wife is very tough. She's not sensitive. Sometimes I think she's going to be sensitive. I got like a back x-ray done because I don't sit up straight. And they saw in the x-ray, they saw a shadow on my lung. Okay, everything's fine, by the way, but this was back in the fall. And I was on tour. And I didn't want to tell her over the phone. So I waited till I got home. And then I sat her down. When I got home that morning and I said, hey, sit down. I need to talk to you. And this is not a bit, which is what I have to say before I say anything serious to her. I go, this is not a bit. It's going to sound scary, but don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. Now, I don't know if you were a male comedian in the fall of 2017 or in the winter of 2018 currently, but sitting your wife down and saying, I got to tell you something scary, but don't worry. Everything's going to be fine has different connotations. My wife said, what the hell did you do? I said, no, I might have lung cancer. She said, oh, thank God. This is a beautiful event. I'm really happy that Lauren and Seth had me at this. It's great to give to charity. You got to be careful about who you give to, though. Because sometimes you give to someone that you think is deserving, and then there's someone else who is equally deserving, and they totally get shafted, like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What if I didn't tin what I meant? Like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All right, good night, everybody. Remember Charlie gets a golden ticket. He can take one person with him to Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. And he says, I know who I'll take. I'll take Grandpa Joe. And Grandpa Joe says, really, Charlie, you're going to take me? And they go to Wonka's factory. And there's some shenanigans, but there's a lot of life lessons. And in the end, they get the greatest gift of all. And it's a wonderful tale of the human heart, isn't it? Well, guess what? Charlie has a whole other grandfather. And he doesn't give that other grandfather jack shit. His name is Grandpa George, in case you've forgotten. It's Grandpa George. And he sleeps in the same bed foot to foot with Grandpa Joe. And he looks like a turtle. And he doesn't have a line in the movie. And he doesn't get a goddamn thing. Charlie Bucket waltzes in, waving gold around and goes, I know who I'll take. And then he walks over to that 4-person nightmare that is his grandparents' bed. And he walks over to that Mount Rushmore bed storage. He goes, I'm going to take Grandpa Joe. And he kind of gives the finger to the other three grandparents. And now maybe you're thinking, hey, Grandpa Joe, maybe he deserved to go. He had a tough life, right? Because remember, Grandpa Joe, he says, I don't know if I can go, Charlie. I haven't walked in 40 years. Wait, let me check. And then he lifts the world's worst smelling duvet and he gets out of bed and he can walk. Fuck you. You could walk this whole time, you walrus mustache son of a bitch. You John Bolton looking asshole. We've been supporting you while my mother cooks laundry soup. While singing Cheer Up Charlie, which is an awful song and we all fast forward through it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Sam. Have you ever received any nicknames based on your height? One of my nicknames was, I can't believe it's that big. That's what they call me. See that smoke? There it is. What are you doing? I'm pulling this out, words I never say. No, not. It's got to be harder than that. What the hell was that? That was a dodgy nose pop. This thing about good clothes, my piece of advice for anybody that's short is that it's okay. There's nothing that comes with being tall outside of a conversation. There's nothing that comes with being tall. Nothing. There's nothing that comes with no advantage at all. Tall people are stupid.
We rock.
Little guys, little women weck. We rock. Kevin. Oh man, thank you. Oh, thank you, man. That's crazy. Appreciate it. That is crazy. If you did that annoying on set, it's just as easy as he's a mod. What's his most annoying? What is the onset? Right there. That's it. This is my face. Do you guys have any party tricks or anything? Oh, we have many. Okay, come on then. Well, first, can you wait a second? What's mine? I can tie. DJ can tie his balls in a knife. You know, older guys have long balls, so he can tie his balls. And without using my hands, I shake my hips. What's the nicest thing you've done this year?
I gotta think.
Or the naughtiest. Or naughtiest. Yes.
Well, I mean, on my honeymoon, Santa.
Hey, come. No, that's enough. That's too much. That's too much. I don't like your bad breath. Okay, I do not like it. Because you dress clean, fresh, everything is cool. And when you talk, it's like, yeah, Kevin, your breath isn't actually that bad. Thank you. Because I'm glad you said it's actually not that bad. Well, when you said it, I tasted it. And I'm not going to lie, I said this might be an issue. Reason why I snore. That makes it worse. Big time snore still coming out now. Okay, well, you fart in your sleep. How about that? That's a different situation. Or he farts in his sleep. Gas X, some of my best friend. Whatever. In the time it takes this iguana to pick up the worm. Name 3 British people. Go Queen Emily Blunt and Lad Bible. I'm Kevin Hart. Right. In high school.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
Hey, girl.
That she ain't hear me. She ain't heard.
Hey, what's up, my... No. You ain't seen me. Come on. Name 3 websites, you porn shit. Not that I know that. How do I know? I swear, I would have got all those. YouPorn, Pornhub, Eskimo, too. If there was a Jumanji League of Superheroes. And when you were Black Adam and Karen was Nebula and Jack was Nacho Libre, who would Kevin be? Hunky Pete. He'd be Hunky Pete. What would his superpowers be? I'd be Black Adam. Look at Hunky Pete. Would you rather never have sex again or every time you do have sex throughout, you have to scream Jumanji constantly? Jumanji. But you can have gaps. Look, I'll take this one first. I can say that because you already got something on your mind. Then sure. Well, I'm quite creative. I like to so I don't mind. Dwayne's got a tattoo right above his ass that says, come on. According to Google, how tall is Kevin? 4'2". Yes, that's legit. Hey, you actually had me sold all that shit. I don't think he's going to get it.
No. Yeah.
How tall am I? In centimeters? 32.
No.
Wayne Johnson has women thighs. He's got women thighs. What does that mean, that I got women's thighs? Women have nice thighs. You shouldn't have their thighs. That's what I'm saying. Now shut up, man.
What's the next Christmas song?
This little light of mine. Oh, this little light of mine. Shoot from the hip, this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. This little light of my heart. I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine all of my heart. Hey, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Come on, hold on. There's more. Final question. Cool. That was amazing. I would say, do you want to do something that rhymes with Trump? That was one of my quittings. What? I'm not really good with this song. I sing that to my wife.
Yes.
Do you want to do something that rhymes with truck? Wait, what are you talking about? No, you don't. Do you want to sing on something that rhythmistic? No, it's just my wife. Your head looks like a long breast, like a long sacrum,
No.
like with this areola right on my forehead. Areola is right on your forehead. Areola is right on your forehead. You got a nipple head. That's up, guys. Don't encourage him. He's got a titty head. Okay, which of your co-stars would you like to switch with? I'm a fit DJ too. DJ too. Because I don't know what it's like to be stupid. I just want to be stupid just for a day. I just want to be, I know nothing like I want to know no. I would like to become Karen A. Thank you. You're welcome. Because unlike these guys, would love to get in touch with my feminine side so I can be the best husband and father and I can be for my wife and my daughters and all of women around the world. What a hero, including yourself and including everyone watching, not only here in Germany, but around the world. And I would love to because everything, life moves quick and success is one thing, but in here we'll play estrogen. Dwayne wins again. Wow. Chivalry is just dead. Kevin is a snack-sized salad tosser. Salad tossing, sexual salad tossing, sexual salad tossing. Yeah, I'm nailing this. Yeah, Kevin is a snack-sized Denzel. What is it? When you think of the greatest comedians of all time, even stand-up comedians, you have Eddie, Chris, Rock. I didn't expect. Who else? Robin Williams, Ellen Gallagher. Yes. That's a good one. And then that's it, really? That's it. When you think of comedic rock stars, that's kind of it. You guys want bringing it over? You'd all want bringing it back up to bring it back. David Chappelle, right? Chappelle, that's our boy. Does anyone know where the queen lives? I'm trying to get some nutty butter and tea. Nutty what? Nutty butter. Nutty butter and tea. Peanut butter and tea. Peanut butter and tea. That's what he's asking with the queen, huh? Yes. Yeah. He's got a fear about animals. It's not a fit. I have respect for animals. Watch it. Watch it go in my eye. It got stripes. Yeah, I can sit here and get bit if you want to. This is out. Are we done? Look at that. That shit got blue lay. Oh my gosh. The fucking grass bat. Did you see it? This is stupid, man. Like, you gotta be me. You gotta be out. When you act like you're this big animal, like expert, you keep believing that this guy, I can't wait till you get big. I can't wait till you have a snake one day. And I didn't want to say this, but in the back of my mind, I was like, looks pretty dangerous to me. Give him a good dose of poison in his ass. Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. What was the name of the title? Don't miss up. I love that. I can't just see it. When is it? December 22nd. I'm going to be busy.
When?
When is there a rerun? How does that work? Bikes. I get like verbal tics. I don't have Tourette's. I wish I did. It looks fun, but I'll just yell shit. It's like a hook on a catchy song. Except it's just stuff that I watch and then bikes. I just yell it, over and over. Only like 2 or 3 in times. But I'm obsessed with the show Scared Straight. If you've never seen it, it's tremendous. Here's what they do in the show. They take kids, middle school and high school, kids that are getting in trouble a lot, and they send them to jail for a day. And the idea is that jail will scare the fuck out of the kid, and then he'll get his life together. And it's Scared Straight. It's tremendous. I'm obsessed with one episode. It aired once in 1999. Here's what's great. It aired uncensored, which is bananas. And in this episode, they did not send the kids to jail like they normally do. Instead, they sent them to a maximum security penitentiary prison. And those prisoners verbally assaulted these kids into crying a lot. And it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. First of all, don't feel like too bad for them. These kids are super badass. They're not like spitting spitballs in class instead of fucking stabbing other kids. They're badass kids. Mm-hmm. Okay? And they show up to this thing with attitude. Like, they walk in, they're like, what's up? This ain't shit. I run 6th grade. I ain't scared of you, man. Like, can't scare me. And they're greeted by a guy named Crazy Chris. I lied. Chris's scars on his face, and it's a screen freezes, and it says Chris killed 6 people, and he's doing a double life sentence. Like, this dude is so bad that when he dies and he's reincarnated, that guy's doing life in prison also. So this is a bad motherfucker right here. The kids are like squatting around, and Chris is like, hey, my name's Crazy Chris, and from now on you will see me in your nightmares. And the kids are like, what the fuck? Like, I'm 12. Don't talk to me like that, man. That's crazy. And then he goes, if I ever see you again, I'll take a bite out of each of you. And they're like, all right, we're all reformed now. Thank you very much. So Jesus. But they can't leave. The next guy comes up to him and he goes, hold my pocket. I'll hold my pocket. And he makes kids walk around holding the inside of his pocket. You understand? So he walks And then they're like, I don't know what you know about prison, but if you're holding on to another dude's pocket, it's going to be a rough day. All right. Not only is this guy making kids holders, but he's talking ridiculous shit to middle schoolers. He's like, I'm going to make you suck my dick for breakfast every morning. The kid's like, I hate breakfast. Funny shit like that. So he's like, I'm going to mush your motherfucking face. And the kids are like, it's so fucking funny. There's one exchange where this dude, he pulls a kid out of line. The kid's like 13. He weighs, I don't know, 100 pounds. And he has a bowl cut, okay? He has a bowl cut in prison. It's parted in the middle. The prisoner goes, why are you here? And the kid's like, stealing. And he goes, the fuck you took. And the kid goes, bikes. And he goes, bikes. And that's why I yell bikes all the time. You should see me when we drive by a bike store. Holy shit, I'll be a baby. I'll be like, oh. And my wife, she's pretty over it. She'll go like, you get one. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this shit count. So I'll pull over. I roll down the window and I wait until I see somebody checking out one of the sidewalk displays, like all the bikes out there. And when they find one they really like, and they were like, oh, I like this one, I'll go bikes. I'm like, what the fuck? And so like, what the fuck? And I'll go, stop selling drugs. And I drive up. I'm Tom Segura, and I have a new series coming out on Netflix called Bad Thoughts. And Netflix thought it would be a good idea to screen it for some random folks. Come out, me big boy. And so it begins. She loved it. Her mouth is hanging open. Somebody's been so unamused. It's fantastic. Some eyes being covered. Oh my God, this is so disgusting. Completely blown away. Some Oscar-worthy dark that made me squirm. Funny as, is it too much how you like Sam? I'm not even thinking about it. I really hope my sensei, Sargal, Aikido master, bloated action star, resident idiot of Russia currently. I hope you're proud of how I depicted you in this video. It was meant to be an homage to you, sir, you clown. It really kind of looks like Seagal is doing a music video. I mean, if you watch it from a distance, you're like, he's doing that now. Yeah. So we've been shooting for about it gives you a new perspective on entertainment and what people put into like, a music video. We've been dancing for 4.5 hours, and this final result will be 80 to 90 seconds. And we still have a few hours to go, so I'm exhausted. Everything hurts. But everybody has a great attitude here, which makes it fun. And they're making me look good, I think. I think Seagal would be proud. I think he will be proud when he sees this. I love you, Sensei. We also hired this great actor, Tom Mickelson, who was willing to play a large version of Bert, which is obviously an oxymoron, but he's slightly bigger than Bert. And then we would face replacement Bert, which is one of my favorite things ever. So here's how we tricked Bert. We needed to get his face to put it over the actor's face so that it would look like Bert was this even larger man. And the only way to do it, they said to do it well, would be to actually get footage of Bert in front of camera. Like, well, how are we going to do that? So we came up with, why don't we shoot fake promos for our podcast, Two Bears, One Cave, and just use Bert sitting there talking about like, hey, on the next Two Bears, we like doing facial expressions, and use that and put it on the actor so that Bert's in the video and looks like he's playing himself. But that day was like a really long day. And I remember I told you, Rami and the guys, and even Bert, I was like, I'm going to go put my son down. Why don't you shoot yours and then I'll come back and shoot mine. But I just went home. I was just tired. And Bert stayed there and did promos and made faces. And the funny thing was, like, they didn't even have a microphone set up, and he didn't really consider it. They just taped something there, and they were like, I'll go ahead, it's running. Because they were just looking. They just wanted video, And when he put that together in his head on our podcast was an amazing moment. I was really happy about that. And we're about to move on to the final piece, which is killing Bert. So it's been an exhausting, but I think it's going to be an awesome final product. I cannot believe how hard dancers work these. The girls are amazing. They're just incredible. They just did it over and over like it was nothing. So anyways, they're the best. And now we're going to do the most fun thing, which is stab and then shoot Bert. So people have asked me, they're like, why do you stab him? Like, because it's funny, but it wasn't my idea. I would take credit for that. That was actually Rami's idea. He was like, why don't you stab him? And I was like, oh yeah, that's sure I'm in. He's like, you could stab him. And then you take a handgun and shoot him, put that down, take a shotgun, shoot him with the shotgun, put that down, take a machine gun, shoot him with the machine gun. I was like, at this point, I'm like fully hard. I was like, yes. But yeah, that wasn't my idea, but that was very fun to kill. Burnt tape. Oh my God. I just killed how do you feel about it? It was great. I start counting more people, just like family and friends. I did not spend a ridiculous amount of money. Keep seeing that people saying they're like, well, yeah, you spent 6 figures. No, I didn't. Should I have to get that video?
Yeah.
But I got hooked on up because Ramy is a decent man, and he got me friend rates for everything. So I didn't pay that much money. Yeah, it was more than Bert's, but not that much more. See what I mean? I just want to add that I love Bert. It was fun to do this, but also Bert should know that I can run faster, I can jump higher, I'm stronger. What do you want to do, man? I'll do it.